Nearly 200 acres of DC land are about to explode in value, and no one's talking about it. But you're about to see why this overlooked site could create the city's next real estate gold rush. Guys, we are at the RFK Stadium. This is the future of DC real estate. Right here we have nearly 200 acres of prime land that's about to be transformed, and many people are sleeping on it, but if you're paying attention to it now, you'll be ahead of the curve. I'm Tohmai Smith, your local DMV realtor, born and raised right here in Washington, DC, and I'm here to keep you posted on everything that's happening in the DMV area, and also selling properties, purchasing investment, trying to help you build wealth for you and your family in the DMV. Let's go. So you're thinking about investing in DC real estate and want to get ahead of the next big boom? I've been helping investors in this region for years. And let me tell you, the RFK Stadium redevelopment is about to create some incredible opportunities that most people aren't even thinking about yet. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about investing around the RFK site, the neighborhoods poised for growth, the potential for short-term rentals, and yes, even the political drama behind the scenes. Let's kick things off with what makes RFK redevelopment such a powerful investment opportunity. First, the sheer scale and location of this project is a game changer for the east of DC. We're talking about 190 acres of prime real estate along the Anacostia River, minutes from downtown, great highway access, and solid public transportation. Demolition officially began on January 13, 2025, and it marks a new chapter for this iconic site. Where else in DC could you find nearly 200 acres of developable land in such a central location? This project will completely reshape the surrounding neighborhoods, creating a ripple effect of growth and investment beyond the site itself. Now let's talk about what's potentially coming. Plans are still evolving, but expect luxury residential buildings, retail centers, office space, parks, and maybe, just maybe, a brand new stadium for the Washington Commanders. Team owner Josh Harris called it a reasonable target for the state-of-the-art facility. Their lease at FedEx Field ends in 2027, which lines up perfectly with the timeline here. But even without a new stadium, the redevelopment is set to succeed. DC has nailed similar projects before. Think Navy Yard and the Wharf. Early investors in those areas saw huge returns, and the same playbook applies here. The economic impact is massive. Thousands of jobs, more tourism, and a major boost for the local economy. Big developments like this tend to lift entire communities. Property values rise and rental demand spikes. One of the most exciting angles are short-term rentals. If you look around in this neighborhood or these neighborhoods surrounding RFK, there are no hotels. So a lot of homeowners will benefit from hosting on Airbnb and VRBO because these visitors are going to need somewhere to stay. So which neighborhoods are set to benefit the most? Hill East is right at the top. This neighborhood borders the RFK site and blends charm with potential. This neighborhood sits right on the edge of the RFK site, making it one of the best places to invest in. My clients purchased this pre-owned for $600,000, and then they put some money into it, they renovated it, came back with all high-end finishes. Everything in this house is brand new. They came back and put new electrical, new plumbing, new HVAC. I mean, even the stairs are new, everything in there is new. And the key to this renovation was that they added a rentable basement with 2 bedrooms. So, because there are no hotels in this area, the homeowners will be able to rent out their basement and make quite a nice amount of money because there's no competition. I even went to Elliott Junior High School right here, so my connection to Hill East runs deep. I've seen this growth firsthand. The neighborhood has tree-lined streets, historic homes, and great access to Capitol Hill and what will be the new RFK district. If you're an investor here, look for homes that will work for both long-term living and short-term rentals. Being walking distance from their events is a huge plus. Next is the 8th Street corridor. Already booming, but still climbing. All right, so we're in the neighborhood that I grew up in. We are in 8th Street corridor. Here, a lot of the homes have already been redeveloped, and now they're a lot sleeker, modern, very trendy. And you see that throughout the neighborhood. You'll see colored doors, you'll see colored houses. It's just a beautiful part of DC. I actually sold this property right behind me, 716 12th Street Northeast, back in 2019 for $1,070,000. It has grown in equity, and it will continue to grow because of the RFK development. When they look for nightlife, when visitors come in town, they're looking for things to do. 8th Street corridor is going to be the first thing and the closest thing to the RFK site. The 8th Street corridor often features narrower but more updated townhomes, and it's a vibe. The nightlife, the dining, the streetcar, that's what really drives value here. That buyer has already seen appreciation, and with the RFK coming, demand will only grow. Then there's Carver, Langston. Can you guess how much I sold this home for in 2017? $340,000. Much more affordable homes in this area, but it's a killer location. It has direct access to the RFK through Benning Road. And as you can see at this property, a few doors down, investors are grabbing up these smaller, affordable homes and making a whole new product. They're making a larger product. They have 2 doors upstairs on the main level. So that's 2 units. And then they also have a door going to the basement. So they've turned this small townhome into a 3-unit building that's really going to maximize their investment, and also the investment of being so close to the RFK site. This neighborhood offers something rare in DC: affordability and strategic location. It's a solid option with a big upside. River Terrace, aka Lily Ponds, is another hidden gem. Now we're in Lily Ponds, which was actually known as River Terrace the whole time that I grew up in DC. This was River Terrace, but now its new name is Lily Ponds. And I sold this property right here on 329 35th Street for $435,000 in 2023. So what you'll find in this area are smaller homes, quite like Carver, Langston area, and a lower price point. So if you want to invest in the RFK development, this is where you want to come to without breaking the bank. If you don't want to break the bank, it's quieter over here. You have the river close by. It's a real close-knit community. It's more of a suburban feel inside of the city, okay? And I mean, like, it's super quiet. Every time I've came out on this street, it's been quiet. A friend of mine owns a property on that side. She invested in this area many years ago, but it's not too late. So if you want to get in this area or you want to benefit from the development, this is going to be a key area to invest in. And finally, areas east of the river, especially Anacostia and Congress Heights, are worth watching. These communities have been slower to develop, but that may change fast. The 11th Street Bridge Park will connect them more directly to central DC, boosting their appeal. For those willing to take a calculated risk, these spots could offer some of the highest returns. All right, let's talk politics. The RFK site is federally owned, and DC has a lease on it until 2038. For full redevelopment to happen, Congress has to transfer the land to DC. A bill to do that was stalled in late 2024 due to misinformation. No, they did not have $3 billion of federal funds to build the stadium. As a matter of fact, they had laws prohibiting that federal funds be used to build the stadium. Mayor Muriel Bowser has been working hard to set the record straight and negotiate with the new administration. The political stuff is real, and it might be effect timing, but it doesn't change the opportunity. In fact, it could create a perfect window for smart investors to get in early. I want to circle back to 1712 C Street Northeast, the property I mentioned earlier in Hill East that I listed that sold for $1.2 million. It's a great example of the kind of opportunity smart investors should be looking for around the RFK site. With over 2,100 square feet, a flexible floor plan, and the lower level perfect for short-term rental income, it checked every box for maximizing value in a transforming neighborhood. That's exactly the kind of setup you want to look for. properties with multiple units, ADU potential, or finished basements that can bring in extra income. Challenges? Sure. Timing, political uncertainty, and infrastructure improvements are all things to keep an eye on, but that's where the strategy comes in. DC has regulations around short-term rentals too. You need to live in the property to rent the whole property, but renting out individual rooms and having multi-unit setups can still work well. Some investors are going the boutique route, converting properties into small B&B style rentals. That way you meet the regulations and still capitalize on demand. Guys, I hope you've been paying attention. The RFK redevelopment is the next big thing. We've seen it with the Wharf. We've seen it with the Navy Yard. You know, the Wharf was just a fish market and clubs, and the Navy Yard just used to be a military building and warehouses and even strip clubs. And now you see what both of those neighborhoods are today. We're in front of Ludlow Teller near 8th Street Corridor, where I attended as a small child. I used to play Don't Touch the Ground and basketball and go to the rec center. And this is where life started for me, and this video ends. So guys, if you're looking to maximize your investment by purchasing near or around the RFK redevelopment site, I'm your guy. Make sure you call or text me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you in the next one.